This story involving an NFL player has everything: jealousy, betrayal, and even murder. And it ends with a question people are still arguing about today. Did Marni Yang really do it? Back in 2007, Chicago still worshipped its football heroes, and Shaun Gayle, a member of the Bears' legendary 1985 Super Bowl team, was one of them. He had retired, but he was still a fan favorite. He was handsome, successful, and had a reputation for seeing more than one woman at the same time. On the side, it was said that one of these women was Marni Yang. She was smart, intense, and completely obsessed with him. But Shaun was regularly seeing Ronnie Reuter, a kind, soft-spoken flight attendant from Wisconsin. She was 42 and 7 months pregnant with Shaun's baby. Then on October 4th, 2007, Ronnie was found shot to death in her Deerfield condo 9 times. Her unborn child didn't survive, and Chicago went into shock. An NFL star's pregnant girlfriend had been murdered. And the question was, by who? At first, suspicion turned towards Shaun. Of course, he was involved with her, but also other women, and investigators thought it might have been some sort of lover's rage. But his alibi, it checked out. He wasn't anywhere near the scene. Then police turned their attention to Marni. She knew about Ronnie, she knew where she lived, and friends said that she was jealous, even saying things like, if I can't have him, no one will. But there was no DNA, no fingerprints, no gun, nothing that directly tied her to the crime. And so for nearly 2 years, the case went cold. And then something happened that changed everything. Marni started talking. In 2009, she met up with a friend, Christina, for coffee. Marni described in chilling detail how she planned and carried out the murder. She talked about disguises, gloves, wiping the gun, even about watching Ronnie fall. But what Marni didn't know was that Christina was wearing a wire. Her entire confession was caught on tape. So prosecutors finally had their case. And in 2011, Marni Yang was convicted of 2 counts of murder, one for Ronnie and one for her unborn child. She was sentenced to 2 life terms in prison. It seemed open and shut, but not everyone was convinced. From prison, Marni began to change her story. She said that the confession wasn't real. She was just trying to get attention and sympathy. Her new defense team argued that the case was built entirely on words, but not evidence. They pointed out that the forensic tests didn't match the state's version of events. In 2021, new DNA testing reportedly found male DNA on evidence, DNA that didn't belong to Marni. So now, more than a decade later, people are asking, did she confess to something she didn't do? Or is this just another attempt to rewrite the story? As of today, Marni Yang remains in prison. Shaun Gayle rarely speaks publicly about the case, but the question still hangs over it all. Was this justice, or was the wrong person behind bars? What do you think? Fansplain me in the comments.